Today on Notes on Photography, Part 2, we have photography and identity. A small essay, if you want to say so. Identity is something we all carry, and especially photography has a really good direct connection to it. Because identity is something we can see really clearly sometimes and sometimes not. Identity is not something static. It's always changing. Like, yeah, we have somewhat of a basic identity, I would say. But in many ways it changes over the years as we get older, as we make experiences, as we learn stuff, as we forget stuff, people we get to know, things we get to know, places where we go. Like, think about yourself, the way you look, the way you stand, the way you behave, the way you talk, everything regarding that. And this is where the camera comes into play. Example, my identity changed a lot through photography as I became a photographer. I used to avoid like big public spaces, or I used them to disappear in them. Now with a big camera, I walk straight into these public spaces to document them, or I get way more into talking to strangers. I still don't particularly like it, but I got used to it, and on some days I even enjoy it. And back in the day I was like, all people are scary, all people are weird, I don't like them, didn't have the best experiences with them, and the camera is a little bit like my guard. It's like a thing between the person in front of me and me. Like, it creates distance, but also connection. Like, photos of a person are never photos only of a person. Photos of a person are never like just simply photos, it's more like I see them. Especially if they notice they get seen, they change their behavior quite a lot. And this is where we come to the balance between the identity we show to people and the identity people see in us. These are sometimes more balanced, sometimes not so balanced, sometimes it's really different. Like back in the days, I was always seen like a scary guy, better not talk to him. And nowadays, especially with a camera and a cute dog, people come to me and talk to me and get in a dialogue, and that changed quite a lot. And back then my guard was more like this behavior which blocked away people. Now my guard is more like to get to connect to people and actually learn to react to them. And what I like is it's not too forced. Like, I don't go usually to people on the street and be like, hey, I just want to take a photo of you, I have to do this. Like, it's more like, can I take a photo? Sometimes in street photography I even don't ask. So yeah, it's much more, a little bit softer, I would say. Which also softens me in this contact a lot more. Like, it's not that, oh gosh, I have to go in contact. It's more like, I could go in contact, but I don't have to, and I have something in between. And that's how my identity with a camera changed completely, because I got much more seen as a photographer than a subcultural, edgy kid, which probably fucks you up if you ask the wrong question. And black and white comes in there pretty handy too, because like black and white takes a little bit away from the information and lets some room open for like structure, textures, more focusing on that, more focusing on expressions, less on color, for example, or it some way simplifies the process of seeing another person, and that helps actually a lot with the subcultural and political aspect. Focus more on the raw emotion, like the dynamic of the situation, and less on the flashy lights and colors. Yeah, they are probably a part too, but in my case I set to focus more on that. It's much more for me about the body language, about the face helps me, like the raw emotions and the dynamic of the picture and the contrast and everything going on in this identity, which in my case is often like leftist, subcultural, hardcore punk, metal, stuff like that. And especially with photography now, it's nice to capture identity in that moment. Like on that show, on people having a similar clothing style, similar attitude. And that's not all fixed, and that's the nice thing on photography, capturing it. It captures the situation it's in. Like especially in hardcore punk, now there's a much reflection about toxic masculinity, on like behavior which was not okay in the past, and reflection. And you all see that now in these moments. I hope to capture that there are more women involved, more queer people, more diversity, and I really like that, to capture this process. Yes, and now the closing thought, and I hope this video is actually not 50 minutes long, but 5, I think. I got in another direction there. The nice thing with photography and identity is that it does capture, like, as I said, identity in the moment of a person, of a place even maybe, someone existing or something existing right now. Thanks for listening to this month's Nonce on Photography. I'm trying to do this like once a month now. A little bit of B-roll, a little bit of talking. You can like, comment, and or subscribe if you want to. Until the next video, goodbye. So.